what I thought I was having about until like last week was, this year's actually pretty good. I can't think of that. I don't know how I'm going to fill my worst list this year with all the good movies I've seen. Boy, howdy, did the past couple weeks turn that around.
Oh, that's how you're going to start this. Okay.
No, I don't know. I doubt this will make my list, but still, it's just funny thing. Like, man, it's been a while since I've seen a lot of bad movies, and then just
yeah, no,
and then it's been one after the other the past couple weeks. Like, fuck.
After Emoji Movie, this just sort of raised my tolerance for what a bad movie is.
Welcome to my fucking world.
Welcome.
After watching Yoga Hosers, nothing compares.
I didn't. Anyway, so
between what is it like, Yoga Hosers, Dark Tower, the Emoji Movie, Girls Trip.
Although
apparently our opinion on that is controversial. Is
it?
Yeah, because that has like the most dislikes I've gotten in a while.
Okay, I mean, like I said, it wasn't our demographic.
No,
it was definitely not aimed at us.
No, it was not.
Yeah. Sorry for being too intelligent.
He said it, not me. Go after him.
Find me at Twitter at.
You don't have a Twitter.
Exactly. That's the smart part.
Sure.
Not having a Twitter is pretty smart. Nobody can attack you on Twitter if you don't have Twitter.
Moving on. So this is...
we watched Nut Job 2.
Yeah.
Apparently there was...
This one over with.
Apparently there was a fucking first one.
Yeah, there was, and what I heard, that one might have been weirder than this one, because I had a scene where the main character dances with the singer who sings Gangnam Style for no reason.
Okay, sure, whatever.
That happens in the first one. I didn't see it. I think it was out when I started doing this, but I think I just missed it for whatever reason. I honestly don't remember. I don't even remember when the movie came out.
I didn't even know there was a first one. I just saw the Nut Job 2 everyone. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it exists. Unfortunately, and this film just screams contractual obligation from everyone that's in it.
I don't even know if all of the companies who did the first one did the second one, because I'm like, oh, these are a lot of Chinese companies.
I wouldn't be surprised
if they just like couldn't get anyone to like do the second one, so they had to go the Chinese companies.
I mean, as far as I remember from the first one, this animation looks pretty much the same. So I don't know. Again, it wasn't one I followed. I know it was. You don't really need to watch it to give as less of a shit in this movie. So yeah, it's not good. It's not good if you're sitting at the edge of your seat wondering, did we like the Nut Job 2?
I liked it more than the Emoji Movie.
Well, that's like saying, well, this is a piece of shit, but this one's got sprinkles on it.
I don't think I would enjoy sprinkles on shit. It would be like, well, you can...
It is very contradicting flavors.
That is true. Yeah.
Anywho.
It's like, here, you can have, I don't know, fucking, whatever... awful dish here and slightly less awful dish. This
one is Jeff fucking Dunham in it. That explains it. The puppet guy.
Yeah, I know, but who in the movie?
He's the mole.
Oh.
Which I was like, oh god, whenever you ever comedian like that, and Gabriel Iglesias, that is like the bad movie tramp stamp right there.
Tramp stamp.
It's like, all it's missing is Wanda Sykes, and you have your guaranteed sucky movie.
Wasn't that the pug?
No, I don't think so. I'd recognize Wanda Sykes. No, that was Maya Rudolph, who I actually like.
Okay.
Do you know who Maya Rudolph is?
I have no idea who that is.
I'm sure you've seen her and stuff. She's been in all kinds of things.
Yeah, apparently she's a bug in this one.
Yeah. See this girl?
I have no idea who that is.
Really? You've never seen her or anything?
No.
Well, anyway. For those who are saying Edge of Steed want to tell Howard how much it is, it's that one there. Like, Away We Go, none of that? Okay, anyway.
I only started watching movies again because I'm your roommate.
And because under contractual obligation of living with me, you're gonna see some movies.
Yeah.
Hey, I've shown you some good shit.
Yeah.
I just made you like say
Oh no,
Kingsman
was great. Yeah.
and the John Wick. I have John Wick 2 and
Actually,
Planet of the Apes 1 and 2.
Okay, John Wick 1 and 2 was just sort of like lucky, like, you know? Actually, no, John Wick was sort of lucky. John Wick 2, I knew exactly what I was coming into, but I expected it.
Point taken. We clearly don't want to talk about the nut job 2. Because I don't know what to fucking say.
I mean, I thought, okay, first of all, well, apparently what happened in the first movie is that they took over a nut shop.
Like an abandoned nut shop, which I guess those exist, which have a lifetime supply of nuts.
Because I'm pretty sure nuts, like, rot after a while. So it's not... to be fair, the average lifespan of a squirrel or rodent in general is not longer than 3 or 4 years.
I don't know.
And hey, at least what's his name? The purple squirrel. He looks like he's been alive for like 3.
Are you calling Will Arnett old?
I'm calling that particular squirrel old.
I'm gonna look. If it makes you feel any better, apparently it's just slightly better than the first one. Really? Because this has 10% Rotten Tomato. The sequel has 11.
Okay.
So it is literally 1% better than the first one. Because apparently this was warranted a sequel.
That was one. It's 1% better. Anyway, so they take over Nut Job. They take over the Nut Job, which was the store, I guess.
Yeah, it's called the Nut Shop, I think.
I think it was actually called the Nut Job.
No, like the way they got it was called they called that plan the Nut Job, but the actual shop's called the Nut Shop.
You know what? I don't want to argue about this.
No, the semantics are important because goddamn it, I couldn't give 2 fucks about the rest of this.
Well, they blow up I don't know how, but they blow it up.
Well, I guess the mole was supposed to turn. Jeff Dunham was supposed to fucking turn off the boiler, but he didn't, and it blew up.
It's just like how much hydrogen was in that build? I mean,
I don't know. This movie's full of just random fucking violence.
Yeah, and I couldn't even tell what era was it. Was it the 50s?
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
Like there was like some Model Ts at some point. I was just like, wait, what year does this take place? Like.
I'm guessing the 50s, because fucking hell, that doesn't make any other sense otherwise.
I mean, there weren't nobody had a cell phone.
Yeah, true. And but there was a Gangnam Style joke in the first one, so
that joke was before its time, ahead of its time.
Apparently. Goddamn.
Or maybe Gangnam Style was before its time. Wait, after its time? I don't know.
I don't care. I really don't. Like, this is, like, so that's the plot of it. Meanwhile, Katherine Heigl plays this girl squirrel who is, you cannot, you can just ask me to roll down a goddamn window.
What? Oh, well, anyway. Yeah. I would like it if you did that.
Okay, thank you. Use your words.
Well, we're in the middle of it.
It's not like the first time I've done that kind of shit.
Anyway, so yeah, Katherine Heigl.
Katherine Heigl, who is, like, even in animated form, is still the most self-righteous person in the room.
Yeah.
Because, like, you girls have gotten so lazy and spoiled with, this thing you've worked hard to gain. And, like...
I don't know how much effort they put in to just, like, take over a nut store, which is, like, a really specific store for anyone with, like, peanut allergies to, like, walk into. It's, like...
Apparently it was enough for... to take up an hour and a half in the first movie, so
I guess
this one couldn't even fill out an hour and a half. It's like clocks at 1:26.
Okay.
I know because I looked up. I was like, all right, how long is this really gonna be? Like we got there. Like the movie started at 7. It's like 8:37 right now. It's like It's a short fucking sit. Feels longer, but it's a short fucking sit.
I don't know. It's not as didn't feel like it's long as like Despicable Me 3.
Yeah, no. It's like I don't know if I say this is as bad as Despicable Me 3.
I actually can say objectively now that I like Despicable Me 3 more than these 2 movies that I just saw.
I'd have to think about it. Then again, at least there's one thing I liked about Despicable Me 3. I can't really think of anything I really liked out of this. There's one thing, well, maybe one, which we'll get to.
Yeah. I mean, I have my, like, 2 or 3 things that I actually liked in this movie.
Is it the mice?
No, I like the rocket punch. We talked about this.
Well, that involves the mice.
Yeah, okay, so fine. I guess collectively it's one thing.
Yeah, like the only part where someone actually had some thought into this fucking movie.
That's where the Chinese companies came in.
Yeah, like, wow. Otherwise it's like joke, 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 chase scene, joke, 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 chase scene, joke, 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 chase scene.
Joke, 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 random violence. Joke.
That's really that's the entire movie. Like it feels like it's one of those movies. Feels like it's not constantly throwing something in your face. The kid's gonna lose interest, and I wouldn't fucking blame him.
I mean, I don't fucking know, man. Like, half of that was just sort of like, this actually felt like a prequel movie for like another horror film.
Like, I think it's leaning over towards very like, this is like 2 ratings away from being a hard R horror film. I mean, because otherwise, tons of people horrifically die.
Seriously. And like the little like Elmira character who's like half, part Elmira, part potato, part
potato. Okay, I can kind of see that. Like one of the
what was his name?
What do you call those little dolls that are like little tiny dolls, stuffed in other dolls that you pop out one at a time?
Babanushkas? No, babushkas.
Is that what you?
I don't fucking know.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, the little Russian dolls, right?
Yeah, little Russian dolls. Yeah. I don't know what they're called, but if you know the name.
I have to look it up.
Careful when you look at Russia these days.
Russian dolls. Matrushka?
Matrushka.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, sure.
That's close enough. Anyway.
What was I thinking of?
I have no clue.
The Babadook?
Babadook, sir, was Australian. And apparently a gay icon. That's a whole other thing.
Oh, we'll talk about this another time.
Actually, someone did actually answer me, tell me where that whole thing came from. Apparently, it was played like the Babadook was actually placed in the LGBT
we really
section.
Don't want to talk about this movie, huh? Go ahead.
No, it's right because I brought this up in the review and someone actually pointed out to me, so it's kind of following through on that. Actually, I think it was Jasmine that pointed out to me. It's actually turned out like in someone's Netflix feed, the Babadook popped up in their LGBTQ section.
Sure.
And ever since then, they put on like Tumblr or Reddit or something and just blew up from there. Okay, so like that's where that whole Babadook came a gay icon thing came from. Like that's kind of great.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
At least I thought it was funnier than I couldn't give 2 fucks about this. I checked out pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Anyway, so I guess the only thing that I really liked was the mice.
Yeah. So we'll just go ahead and skip to that because again, like, what else are you talking about? They go to a park, then some like the most ridiculous villains I've seen in a long fucking time. Not like an entertaining way, just in a this is what we're doing.
It's like, kind of like a shock value kind of thing. They're just
no, it's just one of those like just snooty rich people. That's my impression of them.
Okay, I actually saw both the mayor and his daughter as like this close to just being like being hunted by Hannibal in a Hannibal movie. They're just like that crazy.
Maybe, like, it would not surprise me if they had a farm of killer pigs. I'll say that much. Like, that would just be par for the fucking course, the way the climax of the movie plays out.
Oh, seriously, like, one guy actually gets, like, flattened by, an I-beam, I guess, and then like there's a lot of people that should have just like died. I'm pretty sure it was the same guy too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people just outright died in this movie. I don't think there's any ambiguity about it.
There's a okay, so what happens is that the park is getting mowed down for an amusement park. Okay, but we're skipping ahead of that because
so like
a whole
lot of bullshit. I'm trying to stop, and then they realize and then have to do one last fight to save the park, and that leads us here where he recruits by random happenstance, or I don't even know how they ended up here.
I don't know how Jackie Chan agreed. Although Jackie Chan does love cartoons.
Like Jackie Chan will do anything if you ask him nicely. Will Arnett and his best friend Buddy, who I only know like say his name like 5,000 times.
I mean like Silent Bob?
Yeah, Bob, basically.
Silent, yeah.
they call him Buddy, but anyway, so they find themselves in this alley in Chinatown, I guess.
Yeah.
And they run to this pack of kung fu mice led by Jackie Chan, who hates being called cute. And then they just kind of disappear for a while. Like, you know they're gonna come back. I don't think.
I mean, the movie trailer showed me.
Yeah, so the trailer gave everything away pretty much, but not that you can't see it coming. That's
actually, they had a really sympathetic. I actually felt for their story. Their home got taken over and became the golf course that they tried to the other original squirrel animals tried to rehome into, and then they're like, yeah, so we ended up just learning martial arts through a VCR or something, but
which I'm pretty sure was Jackie Chan in the actual video.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Which is okay.
So then these are all little mice, white laboratory mice that I guess
just one it just made me realize how much I'd rather be watching Secret of Nim.
I don't know, man. Those mice got into the same shit that the apes from the Apes movie got into. Little 112.
112. Wait, was that the name of the?
That was the thing that made them everybody smart.
That's right. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
And then 113 was the one that's killing everybody.
That's right.
Anyway,
right. When
little 112.
The one where Franco destroys the goddamn world.
Yeah, good job, James Franco.
James Franco. That's one thing that's like the one big problem with all those movies. Like, humanity, we destroyed ourselves. Like, no, it was just James Franco.
It was literally
just James Franco that fucked things up for everybody.
Actually, no, it wasn't even James Franco. It was the assistant chimpanzee handler, man.
It was still made by James Franco. As far as I'm concerned, it was his fucking fault.
They did try to aerosolize the 112, so now it's snortable. Hey, man, cocaine's one hell of a drug.
Fucking figures that the death of us all be James fucking Franco's fault. Anywho, really sidetracked, because that never happened. So anyway, towards the end, he realizes that they can't win, so he appeals to Jackie Chan, who admittedly, has probably some of the cooler scenes in the movie, because I kind of like the fact that his whole entrance to his den was just a continuing tunnel of mouse traps. It's like, okay, that was kind of a cool visual.
I was kind of wondering, just structurally speaking, I was like, wait, does that mean they have to reset that every time?
I just imagine they're so good they just dodge all of them. That's how they test themselves.
Oh, that does say a lot about the mice, and not anything about the squirrels.
Not even remotely. There was more thought put into the mice than anything else in this fucking movie.
Jackie Chan's sitting there with the script. It's I want to fix everything about the mice. Just let me write this part.
I think it's more so I have more lines in this movie than I collectively do in all the Kung Fu Panda movies. Sold!
Coming soon, Ninjago.
Well, yeah, he's in that one too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he appeals to them, and they help out, and then apparently that's all they fucking needed, because then they just single-handedly destroy this goddamn park.
They just needed I don't know, what is half 500 death mice to help out.
It's a Deus Ex Machina. Which I'm surprised I didn't use that joke, because I used every other goddamn pun they could think of. I'm a weapon of mice destruction.
No, mouse destruction.
Oh, I was close.
That's why it's awful. But I mean, I don't know. So at least we're saying good puns.
Yeah.
they're all
mine's
bad.
not that great.
The thing about puns is that they're all bad, but it's your appreciation of knowing that it's bad.
Unless this movie, which gets it's all we got, guys. It's all we got. We got nothing else. We got no other redeeming qualities here.
I just throughout the movie, Mike's just leaning over to me, and he's just I was fucking Batman.
No, every time you're saying something why are you so grumpy? And I was because I was the fucking Batman. I was the goddamn Batman. I'm a goddamn squirrel.
and
that was weird for anyone going, what the hell? Because the windows are down, two guys are walking towards their car. Who's a squirrel? What? And then other times I was
so actually Mike at one point walked out on one of the most revolting scenes. at like the most. It's like he's seen the movie, but I don't think that's the case. But it's just like at one point,
there's this other dog named Frankie.
The pug is trapped with the other, I guess, bulldog.
A bulldog of
French bulldog
of
whatever.
the Elmira woman.
Yeah, the psychotic little child. It's like the Elmira plus the girl from Finding Nemo, and then I just say add a potato.
Yeah, that girl, and he falls in love with her immediately, and they make stupid jokes. And then the part that I missed because I had to go to the bathroom, and I was like, if I didn't sit through fucking Diary of a Wimpy Kid earlier this year,
yeah. So anyway,
it probably would have been revolting to me.
But the Frankie there's actually quite a bit of animal abuse, but the little pug girl Precious, I think, just like didn't get to eat, and so he throws up his food. I'm sorry, I'm kind of grossed out. And offers
come on, Rick, Morty, come on, we gotta go, Morty.
Frank offers his puke so that Precious can eat it, and then she doesn't want it, and so he's like, well, there's no point letting this go to waste, so then she pukes, and then he's like, oh, well, there's no point letting this go to waste.
I'm so glad I walked out for that moment.
They don't actually show the puke getting eaten, but they do show the puke, and that's the part that it was kind of revolting.
And it's just okay, so let's go, ew, puke, because then again, that's like this. That's what we're down here for. That's the best we fucking got. We got Jeff Dunham as a goddamn mole.
And anyway, but
they probably had to talk him out of doing the Islamic impression.
Yeah, in light of recent events. But anyway, the only really good part about the movie that I liked was at one point, the mice take over like one guy's like hazmat suit, and it's it's sort of like filling up the hazmat suit with only mice, so they somehow act as a single human being.
Fucking sure.
Because fucking sure, everything else in this movie makes sense, right? Anyway, but as a guy who loves mecha anime, they actually do like a rocket punch.
Yeah, like this is when things just got fucking weird.
It was weird when the 500 mice just like tackle a fucking truck, and that guy was dead, by the way.
Yeah, like that, and there's a part where just like a gigantic sign falls on the ground, like barely missing. It was like, oh, that was close, and it goes boom, lands on the other guy, and we're like, he's fucking dead.
Yeah,
like,
and then later there's a flaming Ferris wheel that runs over the same guy that like got hit by the sign.
Was it the same guy?
It is the same guy. He was like, oh, and then he gets, and then you see him
twitching. So like, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Yeah, like there's even a scene where it's like Buddy's hurt. I'm like, no, Buddy's fucking dying. Buddy like fell off like an 18-story building through like a canopy onto.
Oh yeah, that's stupid. There's so much of this going. Like, we really need to stretch out the runtime. How can we possibly stretch this out any fucking further?
With a fucking like origin story of Surly and Buddy.
Well, like there was a part even early on that we were there in the park, and there was a whole licking sequence of the dog Precious that goes on for like 3 to 5 minutes. Like, wow, I am so glad we used our precious under an hour and a half runtime on this dumb licking joke.
Seriously.
Which they do multiple times, but
yeah.
Goddamn. What was it? So that was around the time when the mice started acting as a human kung fu master.
That was awesome. That was
it was like the most balls to the walls insanity that happened in this movie. And then
that was basically a Jackie Chan fight scene. I fucking loved it.
I don't know, I was kind of like, what is it?
How can we make a Jackie Chan fight scene better? There's a fucking rocket punch. Like, that was like, I was so down for that.
I want that versus the wolves from Storks. Because I kind of had the same reaction that happens in Stork. What is happening? No mice can do that. They don't show that in nature documentaries.
So just fucking whatever. I mean, there's even the movie is sort of like angry at its own jokes.
Yeah, there's a couple in there, and then it ends on a fight on top of a hot air balloon for some reason.
Dude, that mayor was like basically like an escaping James Bond villain.
He really was. Like, just even how he talked, like, you know when he talked like Cartman does when he's trying to be like an old Southern plantation owner.
It was, yeah, but his like last name was Muldoon, and he was basically like,
I got your bribery. Oh, I'm sorry, a donation,
campaign donation. But I'm just like,
I want to just walk up to the people in the college basketball people and go, how do you keep your slaves? They're not slaves, they're students. Oh, I'm sorry, student athletes.
He would totally say something like that.
That actually happened in an episode.
Really?
You didn't see that one?
Which one?
That's the one where they have the fighting crack babies den, and he's trying to figure out how to make a video game about them without paying the babies. So he goes.
I did not see this episode of South Park.
So he goes talks to the people at college basketball as a plantation owner.
It's so fucked up.
And he goes, you got good stock here. I'll pay you this one.
What?
This happens.
Okay, sure. South Park. Whatever. We live
in light of recent events, I probably shouldn't be making these jokes, but it's South Park, so I'm quoting. Don't crucify me.
I mean, whatever. Anyway,
but
do we have anything to say about the nut job too? Anymore?
Other than just like, honestly, the third act is like the most entertaining part because it's just bad shit at that point.
Pretty much, like, it's like they turned to crazy up to like 11 right at the end,
but like not enough to be entertaining, or at least not like oh my god, what is happening? Like Storks, for example.
Yeah, I mean, I only really love the rocket punch. Everything else is just sort of meh.
Yeah, like this is just pretty forgettable.
Rocket punch.
When all is said and done, like I'm not gonna remember a whole lot about this movie.
I'm not gonna remember shit about this.
I'm not gonna remember this by the time I get home today.
God damn.
Yeah, so it's like I don't really have a whole lot else.
Oh, the only thing is the Frank and Precious. I don't know why, but Frank wanted really to combine their couple name into Fresh's, but I'm like, why can't it just be Prank?
Yeah, I was like, all right, that's a good point.
All right, that's all I have to say about that job too.
That reminds me, like, I want to find out one thing. I want to see if the guy who played the exterminator was the guy from Fargo, because that was bugging me. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I didn't watch Fargo.
You've never seen not the TV show, the movie.
I didn't watch Fargo.
You haven't seen Fargo?
No, I didn't see.
It's a good movie.
Well, okay, you could give me that Blu-ray.
I actually don't have that one. I keep meaning to get it, but I don't have it yet. Give me time.
This is my face, and it's pointed at you. Okay.
It's probably on Netflix or something. No,
sure,
actually.
Whatever.
Well, you know what? I don't like your attitude. Peter Stormare. I want to see if he was in Nut Job too, because I probably not, but I just want to see. Son of a bitch, it was him! I thought it was him.
Really?
Yeah, I know, because he has such a weird fucking voice. He was in John Wick 2. He's like the Russian boss at the beginning of the movie.
Oh, okay, sure.
It's that guy with that fucking voice, because again, he was like the only part I kind of got a kick out of in this movie, just because he just goes from like, it's like,
we can't hurt the animals.
No, it's like, do traps hurt the animals? No, release them in the forest. It's all perfectly PC. And he goes like, nah, I want damn country folk animals dead. And he goes like, you want to kill all the animals? That just goes from 0 to 100 in a heartbeat. It's like, what the fuck? And then he just brings out dynamite and like nuclear bombs and shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, fucking hell. How is nobody getting arrested for any of this?
You know what confuses me the most?
What?
The mayor is clearly some sort of really overweight Irish man, but he has a southern drawl.
Well, again, they're kind of going like, well, I'm just an like kind of like a character you see in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou or something.
Actually, yeah, he was more like Where Art Thou. But
yeah,
I mean,
like, kind of
the guy's name was Marimal, dude. I'm like, God damn, dude. Like, you might as well get Mallory Archer in here and be like, oh, it's just another son of a potatoes spawn, whatever.
See, I got someone from New Orleans more out of that than
okay. Sure, whatever.
That's what I don't know.
I mean, just the way that he looks, I'm just like,
You
damn.
racist bastard.
Okay, whatever. There's neo-Nazis.
Point taken. Is that our defense now? Like, I may be racist, but at least I'm not a Nazi.
At least I'm not a neo-Nazi.
And by the way, what's new about him, really? Like, supposed to like sprucing up or something, but now you're just a regular Nazi with a new name.
Well, no, now they're including other races to hate.
I mean, like,
it was just Jews.
Okay, so maybe they're more inclusive. God damn, I feel bad saying that.
I condemn.
Absolutely, like
I condemn the neo-Nazis and the KKK and all of their whatever they do.
What he said.
See,
yes.
See, I did that faster than Trump.
Let's not get too political here.
Anyway. I have absolutely nothing else to say about the Trump.
Yeah, neither do I. So I'll just move on to trailers and quickly because I know we both want to get home. A lot of trailers we got before, so we won't spend too much time on it. We got Leap, which I thought this movie came out already. Apparently, it did not.
Just who cares? She's
because
gonna
I've been
win
getting this trailer since January.
Like,
so like,
who fucking cares? She's gonna win anyway.
Yeah, it's really bad. And the Daddy's Home 2. Talk about the dad. Couldn't care less. The Star. God damn.
I've said my piece about it before. I don't really care about the movie.
Wayne Brothers meets Medea. No, not Wayne Brothers. That Tracy. I'm thinking Tracy Morgan. Is it? Whatever. The new Ninjago trailer.
Ninjago movie.
Yeah, not as funny as the first trailer, but
I mean, I think we talked about it before. They should just show more plot and like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Still not as funny as the Lil Lloyd joke in the first.
Yeah,
in the first trailer.
That's pretty much the only thing that made me really want to see it now.
Yeah, well, like it's telling the story of how like
Jackie Chan.
Yeah. Although kind of hearing the story about how his mom fucked an evil overlord is kind of funny.
Did you not? Is that the first time you saw that?
No, I've seen it before. I was just pointing that out because I don't think I've talked about that one before. But
yeah, okay, yeah, it's just like I thought. I mean, women want an ambitious man, but not too ambitious. Apparently,
yeah, there is a line. There is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess world domination. It's just way too far.
Yeah. You've reached Dr. Evil levels. You're kind of like, I don't see this working out. Unless you're the Kingpin, apparently, in which case you could totally make it work.
Hey, you know what?
You'd fuck the Kingpin?
No, he's really rich.
Well, I have to assume an evil overlord is too,
I don't know. He doesn't look like he got that much.
He can afford giant shark robot things.
That he probably stole the materials from I don't know, the post office.
That just proves he's resourceful, sir.
Okay, whatever.
All I want is frickin' sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads. Now my 6-star colleague is telling me this cannot be done.
This is my favorite pose. Anyway.
Yeah, then we got Duck Duck Goose. Fuck this movie.
Oh god, I forgot about that channel.
Yeah, I didn't.
I saw the title and I was like, yeah, okay.
You knew the title came first.
No, did it?
No, I'm just thinking like when the movie's being made, like.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Like the name came first, and then like.
All right, Hollywood executives, what's our next fucking movie? Hang on, I got a deal with my kid. Duck, Goose, you're promoted.
Green light. Anyway,
green light that shit.
Next year, Yahtzee. How would you do a movie based on Yahtzee? Come and think of it.
I don't fucking know.
Like a Tron style thing, like in South Park. Yeah, I don't know, that looks really dumb.
Was there another trailer?
We got nothing we haven't gotten before, like Coco, which I'm still curious about, the Pixar movie, and Ferdinand, which is the one you walked out to go to the bathroom. Which
okay.
Nothing
like, crazy.
Nothing we need to like really delve into. So yeah, nut job. I feel like it's what you think it's gonna be. Like we had like one family in there. It's just us, and we thought we were hoping we were gonna get by ourselves. I was more skeptical because this happened to me before, and I've been disappointed before. But like one fucking family showed up at the very last minute and sat all the way in the back, and that was quiet back there.
Yeah.
Through the entire, I think I maybe heard that kid laugh once.
No, basically every time the Will Arnett's squirrel character was smacked into a mailbox, and that, you know,
Which only happened once.
Twice.
Wait, there was a second one?
Twice.
What was the second time?
The first time was when he got off the taxi cab to get back to the park. The second time was when the rat pulled him off to avoid one, but then they were actually in front of a post office, so there were like 3 of them.
I was so checked out, I completely forgot that happened.
Well, see, that, I mean, yeah, that little kid was totally down for that.
I mean,
physical violence of Will Arnett, which
I don't blame him.
Anyway, that's
like thank God BoJack Horseman's coming out soon.
Oh God, is there another season?
Yeah.
When?
I don't know. This episode brought to you by BoJack Horseman on Netflix. What are we on? Oh, we're on season 4 on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming back on September 8th.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
BoJack Horseman coming back September 8th.
So yeah, I think I'll wrap this up. So tomorrow we're gonna check out Detroit finally, and then I gotta go see the Annabelle movie. And I might just call Matt on the weekend. No, I'm gonna be busy all the weekend. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I don't do horror, man. Like, unless you want to do an entirely different video where it's just me in the theater with my reactions out of a shitty horror movie. Like, you know, like that would actually, you know. I'm not doing that.
I'd be kind of curious to show you the Bye Bye Man.
What is that?
It's a horror movie that came out this year, and it's hilarious.
Okay, maybe.
Because like it's a whole monster, and just the whole thing is like he doesn't even do anything. He just says like a "I'm not touching you" thing that happens at the end. I'm not kidding.
Seriously.
Yeah, he doesn't say it, but that's basically what he's doing. Okay. He just holds his finger in front of a person. He goes, he's like, "No, no." It's like, you know, the woman in My Python and the Holy Grail, when the King Arthur is saying "knee" at her, and she's going, "No, don't use that word." That's basically what happens in that scene.
All right, but we can talk about this later.
Anyway, so yeah, I think that's all we got. So we're gonna go home and crash.
Good night.
Good night.
Later.